Hi there, this is Pedro, and today I'm going to show you how to build a website pricing calculator using Punet Forms. Punet Forms is a WordPress form builder. You can see it here. It's pretty advanced. It has plenty of features. It's one of the most complete form builders that I've ever tried. And right now the price for lifetime unlimited sites is only $99, so it's really a no-brainer. This form builder is compared to Fluent Forms, and let's take a quick look at the pricing for Fluent Forms. Let me see, Proadon. As you can see, for unlimited sites, lifetime, it's $7.99. So you will save about $700, which is huge. They are always improving the plugin, and this is the form builder that I use in all my websites. So let's do this. I'm also using Oxygen. For me, it's the best WordPress builder out there, and Oxygen is also in a discount price right now for the agency. It's a lifetime deal as well. It's only $1.99. It's a huge deal. You should grab it as soon as you can. Okay, so let's do this. Let's close this for a second, and right here I already installed Oxygen and Punet Forms Pro, which adds the Punet Forms free plugin as well. I'm using the new version of Oxygen 3.7 that was released today, so it has a lot of amazing new features such as CSS Grid and composite elements. So let's do this. I already created here a template, created a main template. Let's set it with Oxygen just to see it in a second. We can close this, this as well, and this. Okay, so here's the template that I'm using. It just has the header and the footer, and this inside is in this section is the inner content. Okay, let's save this, go back to the admin. And here on the pages, I already create this page. That's the page we are going to work in. It has this pricing, and I have this model. It's empty right now. Let's edit this with Oxygen and see how I built this page. While it's loading, we can come here and open Punet Forms. I've been playing here with some examples. Let's delete all this. Okay. Empty trash. Add a new form. Let's call this pricing calculator. Save, publish, and edit with Punet. So here we are on the page. This page, let's open the structure panel. It just has a simple heading. Then we have the switcher, which is a composite element from Oxygen. and the switcher has two pricing tables, one for App Store and one for website. This is just an example, only to have something there. What we are working is in here. This is another section with another heading and a button that will trigger this model. Okay. Now let's save this. We can close it for now, and let's start building our form. This is the Pioneer form builder. It works really good with Oxygen, and let's start. First, we'll add a section. This is a drag and drop, and a few things you need to know before we get started. Every time we add a section, let's put this full width for now. Every time we add a section, we have this blue box over here where we can grab and push the section wherever we want. We can duplicate it or delete. Over here, every time I hover, it appears this another box. What is this? So let's see. If we duplicate it, we see that this controls the columns. If we duplicate it again, now we have 4 columns. That's great. Let's delete this. We don't need that for now. Now, let's add a field. Let's add a field here. This field, first of all, let's give this form a name or an ID. It's required, and every field that we add to this form needs to have the same ID. So let's add the ID pricing calc. Okay, and it's always good good practice to give the field itself an ID that you can recognize. So this will be the name field. Let's call this name. Okay. On the label here, let's put name. Placeholder, we don't need nothing for now. Let's make this required and with the required mark. Okay. Now let's style this a little bit. Go to style. We can style the label and the field. For the field, let's do maybe 10 pixel padding all the way. Okay. And give it a 25 pixel border. So it looks sweet like this. Okay, we have the first field ready. Now, a pretty cool thing we can do, it's just duplicate this row, and now it will duplicate the field inside. So the new field already has the styling that you created. Never forget to change the new field ID. This will be email, and change here the label to email. And the field type, it's on text because that's what we were using in the name, and we'll change it to email. Okay? Pretty awesome. Now let's duplicate this over here. Over here, let's add we can delete this column and delete this field as well, and add here some text. Oops. In this text we'll write personal info. Let's leave it in H2. Okay, pretty cool. Now let's duplicate this one more time and push it down. Over here we can write let's build your awesome website. Okay, now let's duplicate this one more time. Delete what's inside, and let's give this a little bit of padding. Oops. Let's add maybe 20, and let's give it a background color of I have this color already here. We can use this, the same color that we have on the footer, and let's paste it here. Okay, now let's go here and add another field. Don't forget, every time you add a new field, you need to put the form ID on the field, okay? This is really important. Without this without the same ID on every field, same form ID on every field, the form will not function properly. So now on the field ID, this will be kind or type of website. Okay, let's make this radio and sorry. On the label, let's write what kind of website do you want? Let's go to style. On the label, let's put this white so you can see it, and on the checkbox radio, let's put this let's make this first. Now we can come here to style and make this a button with icon. Okay, let's add an item. Let's call this website. The value, let's write website as well. For the icons, I'm using the icon when is unchecked. I'm using the times icon. It's this one, maybe times circle. Okay, and when it's checked, I'll use the check circle. Check check circle, this one. Okay, let's see if it's working. Yes, perfect. Now let's add another one. And this one will be online store. The value will be online store, and the value we'll be using later, so this is really important. For the the uncheck will be the same, will be times circle, this one. And when it's checked, will be the check circle. Okay, now over here we choose inline, so they go next to each other, and we choose send data by label. Okay, now that we have this created, we can style this a little bit. Let's see. When it's checked, unchecked, the text color is white. Okay, icon color. Okay, And when it's checked, I want to change the background color. And let's use this one, this lighter shade of purple. Let's paste this right here. And perfect. The icon changes and the background as well. I don't like this blue border, so let's come here on the border type. Let's make solid and put the same color on here. Yes, perfect. The styling is okay. Let's save this. Always keep saving because Bayonet don't have the Ctrl-Z function, return function, or redo function, and that's unfortunate. So always keep saving. Okay. Now let's duplicate this. Put it down here. And here let's write website features. And this could be an H4. Okay. Let's duplicate once again. Over here, let's delete this. Let's duplicate the column. The first column. To choose a column, just click on this icon, and the column width, let's put 35%, and in this one let's put 65. All right, now we can add more fields. Let's add one field here. This field, let's come here just to copy the form ID. I keep forgetting the name of the form ID. Let's put it here. And this field will be pages. Let's call it, let's write here on the label, how many pages. Let's make this required mark. Okay. Now this field needs to be a range slider. And on the range slider, we will change the options right here. I'm just copying from my, just copying from my website, and you can see here on the demo that Bayonet is using the range slider GS framework, and they have a bunch of examples here on how can you customize your own range slider. You can do a bunch of stuff with this. It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's close this, and the skin is round. We're using single to have just one option here. The max is 50, the minimum is 1, and the grid number is the steps, so it's 5 steps here. Okay, let's save this. Don't forget, always keep saving. And now let's duplicate this. And here we're going to change this to, instead of a range slider, it will be a hidden field. And here we will call it pages price. We're going to need this for the calculations later, and here you will, in the default value, you will choose how much each page costs for you. So let's make it 100, for example. This is just an example, okay? You can put whatever price you want. Okay, looking good so far. Let's save this. Here, let's duplicate this again and push it back, push it down. The hidden field, if you don't have it selected, you maybe don't know where it is, but you can always remember that you should always put it in the bottom so you can know where it is always. Okay. Here, instead of pages, let's do how many languages. And here, let's write languages. Okay. 50 languages is too much, so let's put maybe 6 languages. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, let's now duplicate this hidden field and let's choose a price for each language. You can keep it, you can bump this maybe to 300. Maybe you will need to hire someone to make the translation or not. It's just an example. Here, let's change the name to language price. Okay, here instead of pages, let's put page price. Okay, page price, language price. So we make it consistent. Okay, so far so good. Let's save this. Over here, let's add another field. Okay, let's grab it. Let's drop it here. In this field, it will be also a radio. But let's call this contact form. It will be required as well, the required mark, and as always, you need to come here and copy the form ID. Perfect. Let me just check if I have the form ID here. Yes. Okay. Now that we have the form ID, we can give the field ID contact form. It's a radio, and here let's, in the style, let's choose button as well. In this button, we'll have two options. One is yes, and yes will return a value, and this value is the price for the contact form. So maybe let's put this 100 euros to build a contact form. Not too shabby. Okay, for the icon, let's choose the check. Let's choose the check. Because this is the yes, we don't have the unchecked, it will be always the same. Let's add another, and here will be the no. And the no will have the times icon. It's this one. Okay, looking good. And now we need to do is make this in line and send data by label as well. Okay, All is good so far. Let's style this a little bit to change the background when the user clicks. Let's go to style. And when it's unchecked, let's leave it as is. When it's checked, let's change the background color to this one, this lighter shade of purple. Okay, and let's do the same to the border. Okay. So what we need to do on check is change the text color to white as well, and the icon color to white. Okay, perfect, looking good. Now that we have this designed, what we can do is we go to advanced and change the width. Now, this is using 100% width by default, and if we make it 33.33, we can have 3 columns. Now let's duplicate this a bunch of times, so we have 6 options. In this one, let's change to, instead of contact form, let's change to custom 404 page. Oops, 404 page. Okay, here let's change the ID to custom 404. Right. Let's save it. Here, let's call this. This will be photo gallery. Let's change the ID to the same, photo gallery. And I'm not changing the values of the yes. Everything will be 100, but of course you can give each one its own value. Let's move along. In this one, let's call this lead capture. Okay, and here as well, lead capture. So over here, we will call this Google Map location, and here it's Google Map. Okay, this one, let's call it integrated block, and let's give it a name, an ID of block. Perfect. Now let's take a quick look on the front end. This is how our form is looking. Pretty sweet. Okay. Now let's duplicate this. This will be in this section is where we're going to put our calculated fields, our total. Let's grab a field over here. Let's copy the form ID. Never forget this. And here, I'm not sure, but I think that this calculated fields, in order to work, it has to have the ID of total. Okay. And here in the type, let's change this to calculated fields. Okay. in the label we can write total. We're not seeing because it's dark. Let's change the label color to white. Perfect. Now what we can do more here, we can put the after content, I will put the euro symbol because I'm in Europe, and you can put the dollar here before if you're in the USA, dollar or pound sign. Now we are not seeing anything because it's still white, the field. I think it's here that we change. No. Input placeholder, it's not here. It's here. Calculated fields. Let's change the text to white. Okay, that's working now. Now, let's start doing some calculations. In these calculated fields, we go to settings, and we can see here the calculation. And we have an example. It's one field ID, and the operator here, in this case, is an X for multiplication. Let's just copy this. Copy and paste it up here. Now we need to go and see the IDs of our fields. This one is pages, and this one is page price. This one is languages, and this is language price. Okay. Let's see if I remember. Pages, and then page price. Now let's save this really quick and see in front end if this is working. Exactly, it's working. 50 pages, 5,000. Not too shabby. Now let's keep adding this. What you need to do now is come here and add a plus sign. And let's copy this so we don't have to write it again, and paste in front of the plus sign. And now we only need to change here for languages and language price. Language price. Okay, let's save and see in the front end. Yes, it's adding up. Pretty cool. We have our basic form already working. Let's just keep adding these fields, and then we'll do the conditional option here to only show when we click on the online store. Okay. Here, let's keep adding. Now what we can do is just copy this, add a plus sign and paste. And here I'm pretty sure that is contact form. Let's just confirm that. Contact form, yes. This one is custom 404. This one is photo gallery, lead capture, Google Map, and blog. Let's see if I remember all of them. I already have the contact form. Let's copy, including the plus sign. Okay, let's paste and change here to custom _404. paste it again and change this to photo gallery. Paste it again and change this to lead capture. Paste it again. Here is Google Map. Paste it one last time, and here is a blog. Okay, let's save it and let's see if it's still working or if we broke something. Okay, this is working. It added 100, 100 more, another 100. Okay, perfect. Awesome. It's working, the calculation. Now, what we can do is simply grab this let's duplicate this one, because this is for the, let's put it here. Sometimes it's hard to arrange things, and you can put columns inside of columns, so be careful with that. Now let's duplicate this one and drop it on here. Here we change to online store features. Okay, perfect. And now this is where things get interesting. Let's choose this section, go to advanced, and conditional logic, let's enable, and we need to use the form ID. Don't forget the form ID. Form ID must be always the same. And let's add a condition. If, what kind of website do you want? Oh, I have a typo here. I just realized that. Let's change this quickly. What kind of website, or what type? What type of website? Oops. You want? Okay. Type of website. Let's go back here to this section and let's choose what type of website. Field equals string, and here is where we write online store, where we go get this value. This value is the value for this button. If you remember, we added on this item the value online store. Okay, let's save this and let's see if it's working. Okay, the title is not showing, as you can see, and if you choose, yes, it shows if we click here. Let's see if everything is still working. Yes, pretty good. Now let's go back to the form and let's do the same to this section. Let's hide it as well. Advanced, conditional logic, enable. Let's see if I have this. Yes, I have it on base yet. Let's add another condition. What type of website do you want? Equals string online store. Let's save it and let's view again. It's not showing. When we click, it's showing, and is already adding all these prices because, well, this is not adding because we haven't changed this yet, but this is okay. Let's go here and start changing this this content, because this is different. It's not gonna be how many pages, it's gonna be how many products, because products is specific to an online store. Okay, let's leave it at 50. You can change the quantity for whatever you want. Here let's write products, and don't forget that we have here also the hidden element for the price of the products. Let's change this to okay, let's change this here. How many products? And let's put here product price. Product price. Okay. Here let's change this. It's not languages. We already have on top. Let's put how many payment options. Can be another good option to have here. Your customer might want just one payment option, or 6 or even more. I just have 6 over here. Here let's write payment options, and in the hidden field let's change to how many payment options. This doesn't have to be exactly the same, I just make it the same so I know that this refers to this. Okay, here we can put payment price. Let's confirm what we put here. Product price, payment price. Okay. Here we will not need as many, so let's start deleting some of this. Let's leave it just 3. You can keep it 6 if you have more options, but I'm just using 3 in this example. Okay. Sorry. Now here let's add custom store design. Here we can custom design. And this one, let's put custom pages, because it will be custom client pages. Okay, and in the last one let's put email design. Here in the label let's write custom email design. Okay, let's save this, and now that we change all the values, we just need to add this to our calculation, these fields. Let's add these multipliers first. Let's go here to the beginning and copy this multiply here, one field to next field. Let's go to the end of our add a plus sign and paste that over here. Now this will be products, and here will be product price. Not sure. Let's save this and let's just confirm products. Yes, and here is product price. Okay, here will be payment options and payment price. Let's add that again. Let's go to the end, copy this and paste. This will be payment options, and in the end will be payment price. Payment price. Let's save this and let's test it out. Let's see if we don't broke anything. Okay, it's showing. Now it has 800 because it's adding all these four, because 1 is the minimum. Okay, it's working, it's adding over here as well. Pretty awesome. Everything works. Let's see. Ooh, that's good pricing. It still works. Okay, we just need to add these 3 more and we are set to go. Let's choose this to see the field ID. It's custom design. This one custom pages, and this is email design. We just need one of these fields. Option, let's go to the end, add a plus sign, and it will be custom design. Another one, this will be custom pages, I think, and here will be email design. Let's save and let's just confirm here custom pages. Yeah, let's see in front end if it's working. Okay, perfect, all is working, which is online store, and it's still working. Okay, okay, and okay. So that's it. All we have to do now is add a submit button, and we can do that over here. Let's just duplicate this column. Let's delete this field over here and add a submit field. This submit field, let's make it alignment right, center now right, and let's go to advanced padding 10, maybe 20, just to make it centered. Okay, looking good. Here in the submit button, we can style this a little bit. Let's make the background this beautiful color here, and on hover we can use the same color, but we can make it lighter so it just has a subtle effect. Okay, let's save. And one thing that I forgot, you already guessed it, is the form ID must be the same. And that's it. You can change the button text here to submit is okay, but you can change it for whatever you want. You can add an icon. Not doing that. Here, action after submit is email. We can add email to receive, to send one for you, one for the client. I'm just adding one for me, and then here on the email you change where the submission go. And that's it. We save this, and now the only thing that we need to do you can save this, and now let's go back to WordPress. let's go over here and copy this shortcode, and let's go to our page, Oxygen, edit with Oxygen, and we are almost in an hour. It's taking too long. Now we are here in Oxygen in the model, and we can add a shortcode. Let's add a shortcode here and paste that shortcode inside. It will look broken, but trust me, it will look great on your on the front end. Let's take a look. And here we go. Let's click. Yes, we have some. We need to give it some padding, but yeah, it's working. Okay, we need to solve this. In my website, I'm not using a model, I'm using an off-canvas, but I think off-canvas is exclusive to Oxy Extras. Let me see, add off-canvas. Yeah, we don't have an off-canvas built in Oxygen. So let's try to fix this with the model. The model, content styles. Let's put this line to the left, and then let's add some size and spacing. Let's add some padding, 30 pixels. Let's see if this worked. We can see here in the back end, yes, we have the padding, but we have one problem. Over here, let's make sure our shortcode, it has 100%. Okay. Now, what we need to do is go to the model, and I think we need to go to layout and overflow, scroll. Yeah, I think that's it. That will do the trick, I'm hoping. Let's refresh, click here, and if we, yes, we can scroll if it goes bigger than this. Okay, and that's it. Now let's just do one more test. Let's close this, let's inspect and make this mobile view. Not mobile, let's see, in iPad Pro. Okay, when we click here, this is all messed up. So let's fix this. We go back to Pioneer Forms. Let's edit with Pioneer. And Pioneer is so awesome that it helps you to be responsive. So let's see what we can do here. We can, in this element, on the tablet view, instead of having 33%, let's make it 50. And let's do this to all of them. Advanced sizing 50. The same here. Advanced size 50. I should probably speed up because this will be boring for you. You already know what I'm doing. So the same on these ones. 15. Here 50 as well. Advanced with 50. And right here, advanced with 50. Okay, looking good. Now let's see in the mobile view. On mobile view, what we can do, we can make this column 100, and now everything looks fine. I guess we could make all of them 100, but I will not do it. I'll not do this right now. You can do if you want. You can do it if you want. Let's put this 100. Okay. So far so good. Everything is looking fine on mobile. Maybe this fields can be 100 as well. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see on the front end again. Let's refresh this. Click calculate price, and here it is. A little more feasible. Let's make this 100% so we can see it better. Yeah. Okay guys, this is it. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I will try to do at least one tutorial per week. It will be only tutorials for Oxygen and for other WordPress plugins, some design tutorials as well. And that's it. Make sure you subscribe, please, and click the bell icon so you get notified every time I drop a new tutorial. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your week.